This episode of the Poundcast is in part sponsored by Factor. Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals. Every fresh, never-frozen meal is chef-rated, dietitian-approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. Head to factormeals.com/poundcast50 and use code poundcast50 to get 50% off. That's code poundcast50 at factormeals.com/poundcast50 to get 50% off. The Poundcast is sponsored by Louisville Vegan Foods. Louisville Vegan Jerky is what they make, and their website is lvjco.com or lvjco.com, and they make vegan jerky. This stuff is meatless jerky. It's got a shelf life of 9 months. It's bagged in the United States of America. There's fun flavors such as buffalo dill and smoky Carolina barbecue and perfect pepperoni, smoked black pepper. And once a month, they have new flavor, limited edition flavors such as Serengeti's Italian beef sandwich. That's the latest. But they've got Riff Raff's orange chicken. Okay, they have flavors like honey barbecue. They have flavors such as Farby's roast beef, and they're limited edition packs that they do. That's a beef and cheddar flavor, that is, that one. And you get them while they're hot, okay? And if you use the code word Poundcast, you get 20% off your order. I mean, that's an amazing deal. 20% off, code word Poundcast. Go to lvjco.com, but the stuff is available in stores as well. You go to Whole Foods or Sprouts. Any boutique shop will carry the stuff. Louisville Vegan Jerky. Check them out and have fun. The show is sponsored by patreon.com/poundcast. Okay? What does that mean? It means, aside from these other sponsors, it's sponsored by listeners like you and viewers like you, okay? Because we're also on YouTube, youtube.com/thepoundcast, if you want to view the show. But we're on Patreon because what we do is we do exclusive content for people who subscribe. We do a half an hour to an hour bonus extended versions of the episodes. Okay, after we do an hour, and then we go longer. We get more laughs, more fun. Okay, and it's all available on patreon.com/poundcast. And you know what else? There's other fun little tidbits on there. Just sometimes little bonus things. Sometimes some top 10 lists, top 5 lists of music artists. Or there's also, I got really into smooth jazz. And, from now on, I think we're going to just start uploading the videos. Well, we don't need to do it for this episode, but, we're going to get more into music and stuff coming up because we can upload directly to Patreon, and we don't have to worry about copyright stuff. So we can start playing more music stuff and getting into music stuff and not have to worry about the copyright flags. So we're going balls out, and you're going to want to check it out. All right. So if you're not already a subscriber to our Patreon, patreon.com/poundcast. Sorry to spend so long on it. And again, we are on YouTube, youtube.com/thepoundcast. You can check out highlight clips there. You can also check out clips on Instagram, instagram.com/thepoundcast, and TikTok, the Poundcast there as well. On this episode, we have actor, comedian Dan Ramos, who will be joining us on this episode, and Jack Birch will be filling in for Doug on this episode as well, because he's still on tour with Eric Andre in Australia. And I think that's about it. We do have a remix on this episode. So what does that mean? So when we play the theme song right after this intro, and sometimes we get listeners and viewers who will either do a remix of the theme song by getting the stems, which you can get on Patreon, or they just do covers, or they just do remixes of, I don't know, episodes. I mean, Jason Odd did a brilliant remix of, it wasn't even a remix of the theme song. It was Weird Artifacts. He did that last week, I think it was. But this week we have a death metal cover of the Poundcast theme song, and this is by Joe Lee. And this is really kind of wild, I think. It's pretty outrageous. I mean, it's very death metal, and you're about to find out, you're about to hear it. He did a great job, Joe Lee, with his death metal cover of the Poundcast theme song. That's what we're gonna kick things off with on this episode of the Poundcast, and then we'll be back with Dan Ramos and Jack Birch. So let's, I guess, roll the clip. Welcome to the Poundcast. My name is Brent Weinbach, and as I probably mentioned in the intro, Doug is not here, but we have Jack Birch, and we have guest. You might know him from the movie Malignant. What's up, Malignant? You might know him from, being acting as my performer surrogate. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Ramos.
Hello.
You might know him from Poundhouse 4 Behind the Scenes.
Oh yeah, you might know him from the behind the scenes.
That was such a fun day.
Hey Jack, do you want to make your mic more pointed at you? I think. I don't know. It might be better.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
Here.
Might be better for you just to get it ready to go inside. You know what I mean? Ready for a good suck.
You're ready to suck.
Yeah, ready a good suck. And also, don't you have some kind of? I don't know. Weren't you involved in? His name is excuse. Oh, you might know him from the hit show Filipinos, which I was a guest on. Right?
Yo, that was a dream come true. So, So Brent was so nice enough to let me direct him in the thing. Basically, I'm from Canada. This comic from San Francisco came to Toronto. He told me about Brent. He's like, "Yo, you gotta."
So the Filipino thing isn't true. You're Canadian.
He's Filipino Canadian. Yeah. He's Filipino Canadian.
Stupid.
The comments now are gonna be, "What does he identify with? Canadian?" So yeah, Brent, if you guys know Brent, he doesn't have a phone or anything, still doesn't. So I reached out through his fan email and asked him, "Hey, I'm in New York. I know you're going to be here at UCB. Do you think I could shoot something with you?" And within like an hour, he's like, "Sure, come out." And I'm like shaking. I go down to the UCB Chelsea. I see Brent there, and his keyboard waiting. And yeah, that was fun. And then when you directed me, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this, And that was that was a fun show. I mean, to see you live.
2011?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was...
don't you have a connection to Rufio from Hook? Dante Bosco?
Yeah, so...
Dante Bosco, right?
Dante Bosco, yeah. Which I saw him yesterday.
Oh, you did?
He had do you know the movie The Debut? The Debut is like a Filipino coming of age, Filipino American movie. It was like Dante Bosco and his brothers and his sisters and whole family were part of it. So,
yeah. You were in it.
No. But okay. I bought the DVD when I was living up in Canada. I stole my mom's credit card. I called them. I'm like, I need to buy this DVD. They're like, we don't ship it. They said, we don't ship to Canada. I'm like, I'll pay $20 Canadian extra. So it came up to like 50 Canadian, which was a lot in like 2002. I saw the DVD. I'm like, oh my God, these Filipino Americans are doing it. This is all indie. There was a little extra featurette where, you see all of them you know, how they got the money, how they travel to every single city to promote it. And yeah, a couple of days ago was the 20th year or 24th year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
And Dante Bosco was there, his family.
How do you know Dante Bosco?
Just by, you know, knowing him through like his Rufio movies and Hook and
through his Rufio movies. you know Dante Bosco from the Rufio franchise? You know the
Rufio 1, Rufio 2, he's back. And his brother, Dion, he was one of the city guys. CITYU, can't see why these guys and you guys. So, you know how there was like a Saved by the Bell type of show, and then City Guys, it was a Filipino dude.
I went to a live taping of it.
But I was watching it, I'm like, oh, there's a Filipino guy in the show. And then his last name was Ramos, too. And I'm like, I'm a Ramos. This dude's name is Ramos. My dad is watching it with me. He's like, Dan, look, there's a Ramos on NBC. Wow. And I'm like, this is good. Now we're like buds.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you chant Rufio when you see him? Or
every
what?
morning I wake up, you know.
Isn't it interesting about Hook is that in 91 or whenever that came out, or 92 or whenever, that, you know, I think it's cool, and that the alpha male of the group, you know, the hot ticket, the alpha male, the one with the bravado and everything, is the Asian guy in the movie.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was inspiring just for me to see, like, you know, other artists like Filipino actors and whatnot.
It's not just that, he's the dominant guy in there. You know, he's the leader. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I didn't comment on this yet, but we're in this new space, you know, and this is kind of something different, huh? What do you think about this, Dan? Have you seen the old episodes?
Yeah, it was tight, you know?
Well, it's different. It was different. We were up on these high stools. And
now you could, like...
Now I feel...
Good thing I wore my clean socks, you know? You could see them.
I got Simpson socks on. Look at that.
Oh, you got Homer.
It's nice.
It's just official. I do feel like I can just relax. You know what I mean?
Let's just take a second.
I could go like this and just be like this. I just feel like I can really just sort of spread my legs on this one. You know what I mean? I didn't used to spread my legs at the old place. I'm just fully spread right now.
Yeah, I naturally spread. I didn't even think about it.
Do you notice that you guys are spreading?
Yeah, spread right in there.
I mean, nobody needs to tell you to spread them because they're doing it already at this spot. Now, oh man,
this is the most spread podcast out right now.
I mean, I'm comfortable in these chairs. I like this, you know? And these are not soakers, by the way.
What do you mean?
Meaning they're not fabric-y.
That was soaked up.
I mean, it soaks up our farts.
Yeah,
you know?
It's not just juices. Farts. There's other juices,
yeah, like body
leakages,
juices.
You know, various things like that. They don't soak that up. This is
they slide right off.
They slide right off, man. They just come off. You don't have to worry about sitting on a stinker for this one.
Unsoakables.
So nice. This is different. So All Things Comedy, they moved to a new place, and this is just...
Doug's missing out.
I mean, I can't believe Doug's not here for the...
Sorry, Doug.
For the inauguration, I guess. But Don Ramos is here. Jack Burge is here. Don Ramos. Rum punch. Quite satisfactory. You know about that?
No.
So, what's that from?
I don't know. Oh, the drink?
Rum punch. Quite satisfactory. What's that from? You should know.
Mary Poppins?
No, it is from Mary Poppins.
I just guessed it.
It is. Wait, why did you guess that?
Because it's something rum punch, something that she would say,
right?
Have
a that's vibe about it.
That's crazy that you got that, because if you didn't know it.
Okay, what about this?
You knew it in the recesses of your mind, I guess.
Mr. Kimball, are you all right?
That it's from Kindergarten Cop. Detective John Kimball.
Yep.
And is that the principal?
The little squad.
It's a kid.
The bully kid, the penis kid.
A penis and vagina.
Or whatever. He was a bully too in Full House. I don't know if you noticed. He had that role.
I know he was in Full House. I don't know if he was a bully though. Was he?
He was a bully.
How about this? Do you know that woman who? I'm forgetting her name now. The woman who's the principal in Kindergarten Cop.
The one who. Yeah, yeah.
What's her name,
A
Aaron?
face, a squinchy face.
What is it?
She looks.
Sorry, I don't
What
know.
is he saying? He doesn't say it.
I can't hear.
I don't know.
He's not looking it up.
Okay, whatever.
It's okay.
I
Don't
can
care.
look it up. Yeah.
Leave it in the comments.
The woman she played a Chinese man in a movie in the 1980s and was nominated for, might have even won
Let's cut to it.
Best Supporting Actor.
Linda Hunt is her name.
Oh yeah, Linda Hunt.
Linda Hunt.
Right, Linda Hunt. Yeah. And what was the movie she was nominated or won an Oscar for playing a Chinese man?
Looks like it's
I gotta do the
Year of
opposite. I
Living
gotta play,
Dangerously.
The Year of Living Dangerously.
Right. And who stars in that?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
That's right. So and what, did she win or did she just get nominated?
Hold, we're finding out right now.
So the voters were like, "Yeah,
She won an Oscar.
She won.
She won an Oscar. It's pretty nuts. And I mean, I'm
supporting actor.
I'm
not
fine
actress.
with it, but I think it's pretty interesting,
It's great acting.
It's pretty interesting to go from, Linda Hunt to Dante Bosco, in the span of 10 years or whatever,
And then the Filipinos. Maybe we could do a Filipinos too.
Get Dante Bosco. How come you haven't had Dante Bosco on Filipinos?
It's true. I don't know.
This was a live show.
No, it was just a one-off video, right?
Yeah. I asked him, hey, you're Filipino, so I got you a gift. And in the middle, he goes, oh, I'm half Filipino. And then just echoes for another 26 seconds.
It disturbed him greatly,
And then I just got rid of and I took the gift back.
Is it the one with
Barrel Man?
It's not the one that had the Filipino food or Honda Accord game.
Oh, no.
That was something
That was a
different.
live one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a live show.
Yeah, that was fun.
I like that.
He does a
game. That was
clown
funny.
character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that was on the clown show?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Jean-Luc the Clown show at the Yard. Yeah.
And you speak fluent French, right?
Oui.
And you grew up in Montreal?
Yeah,
Or
born and raised
Quebec?
in Montreal. Learned French in school, English through television, and like Tagalog through my parents. at
Yeah, are
home.
you hardcore at French? Can you talk
Yeah.
really fast?
When I get into it, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you do the next 2 minutes of this podcast in French?
For our French listeners.
And can you do French?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
You can do it in
No,
English, right?
No, I'll tell you how to say
I'm
no in French.
Montreal right now with these berries.
Montreal.
But
Are
yeah,
those your berries?
They're my berries.
You brought
yeah.
berries
I
here?
brought berries.
What gives?
They
No.
just look good.
I mean, that's kind of a cool thing, man. We're in this kind of relaxing studio, spreading out. Might as well eat some berries, man. I love berries, man. That's my thing. You know that's my thing, right? Berries.
I thought it was your thing.
Yeah, man. I'm a
I heard
berry.
that.
I like berries.
You're a berry freak.
I love berries. Blackberries and raspberries.
what about boys and
But I stopped at the Aldi.
What about boysen?
boys and the
What
berries?
about boysen?
I stopped at the Aldi around here
Hmm?
because we got them back across the pond as well.
Say what?
Aldi or Aldi, however you pronounce it. The supermarket, the European supermarket.
What about
They're
it?
not as good over here.
They have that here.
They have that here and over across the pond.
They do.
That's where I got these berries from. Yeah.
Aldi's.
Yeah.
Aldi.
Aldi's nuts.
Isn't that how the commercial go? Aldi, come back in here. Come back in here with your wife. Got berries from you, Aldi. Aldi, bring your berries back here.
No, they're German, I believe.
Yes.
Aldi,
Yeah.
come and see back in the in Grande House.
Adolf.
Aldi.
Nobody names their kid Adolf anymore. How come?
I mean,
Yeah, what's up
Rudolph.
with that?
It's kind of almost like Adolf.
It's like Rudolph. Rudolph, meet Adolf.
Yeah, you got Adolf, B-Dolph, D-Dolph, all the way to Rudolph.
Into Dolph Lundgren.
Adolf doesn't. Nobody's named Adolf anymore. Even though, why not? I mean, sure.
I bet
mean,
there's-
is that name tarnished now forever?
I
Because
bet
of
there's
Hitler?
some like clans member type folks that name their kid Adolf. Like,
Yeah, I wonder, right? You think they do? You think they got some
Probably.
Klansmen naming their kid Adolf?
Probably
but
5
that's a
of them.
dead giveaway, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, it's also, if somebody names their kid Adolf, I mean, that's pretty,
It's pretty hardcore.
it's pretty hardcore. I mean, they're kind of putting their kid through some troubles there a little bit, right?
The
But at
kid's
the
gonna
same
be like,
time-
I don't know, well, why?
But maybe that we got to take the name back because you know who else is named Adolf? I think Harpo Marx's real name is Adolf. One of the Marx brothers' real name is Adolf. And I'm thinking, hey, let's take after that.
I mean, and Charlie did have the mustache.
Charlie Chaplin had the mustache.
So, and then, the name.
You take these kings, you take these titans of comedy.
Kings of comedy.
You know what I mean? If you're a comedian, you should be naming your kid Adolf. Because Charlie Chaplin had the mustache. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin had the mustache. Wait, say what?
You name your kid Adolf and make him grow out the little tash just to bring it back.
Yeah, put some chia seeds in his whatever they call that thing. What do they call that thing? This little dimple on
the hole?
You know what's weird is that if you look straight ahead, the monitor is right there.
Yes.
That's just weird. We could just watch our show. Let's just watch the show right now.
Let's see what happens.
So, blah, blah, blah. This is us,
Check this out. I know it's a little late, but...
So I could literally, stand up and...
Oh, wow. That's awesome. We can look at stuff like that. Wow, that's awesome. we can watch...
She won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, that's cool that we can just look at clips this easily like this. We could just look at it. Anyway, that's pretty neat.
That is interesting.
Anyway, nobody even knows what Dan Ramos did just now. Dan Ramos was sort of wandering around, checking stuff out, You took a little tour?
Yeah.
What'd you see? Anything cool? The lava lamp?
You kind of dressed like that Funko Pop-Up there, right?
Oh, can I grab that?
Oh, I forgot the whole purpose of the show, but... Wait, you can grab what? He's not allowed to touch... Is he allowed to touch that?
That's fine.
Okay.
It looks exactly like him.
Oh, that does kind of look like Dan, actually. Dude, what's up, man? It was meant to be.
I didn't know you Funko'd like that.
I'm going to put the two boysenberries in front of him, and that's going to be really, man.
Oh, yeah, he's right in front of your crotch, actually. Yeah, he's right in the line of fire right there. So, look, Dan, what we do here... And by the way, I know you mentioned it, but I didn't mention it. Dan is a stand-up comedian as well, anyway, stand-up comedian, actor, all that. You all know, about him.
You'll find me.
Find him, Is that
Special
you on your hat?
YouTube now?
Yeah. My merch, and I'm like, I don't want to sell it. I want to wear it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is a bootleg Jollibee face of mine, and then I added the Jean-Luc clown makeup.
Yeah. So it's like instead of Jolly, it's Jockey, and instead of B, it's D.
Jockey D?
Yeah, Jockey D. Because instead of Jollibee, it's Jockey D.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Because D for Dan. And for D's nuts, too.
These boysenberries.
And D's boysenberries nuts.
Aldi's nuts.
Aldi's nuts.
You know what? Wait.
How did you know that was Mary Poppins? That was pretty good. Did you grow up with Mary Poppins?
Yeah, I was in a strict Mary Poppins house. So.
I mean, when you were growing up in England, I mean, did you clean were you snapping your fingers and stuff?
Yeah, my nanny.
Yeah.
My magic nanny.
So I
What's that?
I bring a nugget.
Everywhere you go?
Yeah.
Where was that?
In my pocket.
You got a nugget in the pocket? Oh, it was wrapped though.
Yes.
Good. Keep it clean.
Can I get one of those?
Because I don't want any of the juices to fall on the... See, do you want half of it?
I'm okay. I'm good.
You just had one nugget on you?
Yes.
Where'd you get the nugget from?
McDonald's.
Can't say.
McD's nuts?
Don't choke, man. Don't choke
Choking on these nuts.
No, what gives with a nugget? Do you do that? You really do that? Do you bring nuggets with you? Do you have more nuggets in your pocket? Just one?
We'll
It's
see.
a mystery. All right, I like it.
Part.
Look, here's what we do. So, Dan, what we do on the show is we solve problems, okay? I've got a problem, too, by the way, I want to talk about.
Okay.
And we can figure this one out. But why don't we start with Dan, and then we'll do me. And then if you got anything, we'll do that. And then we'll go into some listener ones or whatever. Dan, do you have any issues you want us to solve? All right, his mouth is full. No.
Choking on this nugget.
I think you took that nugget down a little too hard, I think.
Right.
It went down the wrong pipe, it sounds like.
Sometimes when I
Eat a nugget too fast, you start choking on it?
yeah, I want an unchokable nugget. Maybe liquid.
All right, this is what you do, man. You get Jack Birch to chew it up for you, and then he baby birds it in your mouth. You know.
Yeah.
How fast can you chew it?
So fast.
He's got the fastest teeth in the across. He's got the fastest teeth in the United
Across
Kingdom.
the pond.
Yeah. Okay.
Not in America though, because there's some pretty fast chewers in Canada and Mexico.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll liquidize that nugget for you.
No,
Hock it in.
what's your real problem here?
I want to normalize being smelly. You know?
Okay. So what the problem is that people complain too much about you smelling or something?
They complain with their eyes.
What does that mean? That you look like you smell, or that you actually have a smell?
Yes, exactly. I look like I smell, so they just, and I don't like that. I want them to just.
Yeah, that's the thing I see online sometimes. People leave comments saying, this person looks like they smell. Not necessarily you, but that's quite a funny thing to say.
I mean, I get it in a way, I mean, I guess if somebody looked kind of dirty or whatever, I guess you would think that they smelled,
It's usually like a hippie-esque type of person.
And then the nuggets aren't helping either, like carrying them and.
No, that definitely could probably add to something, especially if you forget there's a nugget in there and it stays there for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Maybe you forget it's in there and you wash your pants, and then it gets all mixed in with the other clothes, and then it ends up, you get your clothes out of the dryer, they're smelling like fresh nuggets.
But that's a good thing.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't want to smell like fruit or food personally, no offense to anybody who wears perfume, but I do think sometimes people put too much perfume on, right? And I don't like it when it's, excuse me, salivating talking about food-based stuff. The food, when it smells like fruit, though, I don't want that. I don't want fruit. You ever give somebody a hug? I mean, I don't really want to give somebody a hug, but if sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Mm. And then they've got fruit smelling
to hide
perfume on, and then now you smell like a fruit, and I don't want that. As much as I love fruit and I love berries, I don't want to smell like one, because you know why? I don't want to smell like food, because I don't want to smell that way.
You want to smell like you?
I want to smell like flowers.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's floral perfume.
I don't mind the floral stuff, but I do mind if it's too much. Mm-hmm. Dan?
Yeah. I mean,
you've got your own scent going on, this nugget scent.
I'm going to get rid of the nuggets, I think.
Okay.
And
do you do this with the nugget before you leave? You kind of rub it on your... You put the nugget in between your wrists like this? Do you do that?
Especially when they come hot, because there's a little bit of that grease. You want that. You want the oils to penetrate your skin.
That's right.
And
do you use the nugget like this in the morning?
Like a travel deodorant. Yes.
Or as a loofah sponge. You know what I mean? You ever do this with a nugget? Just sort of... Dan, look.
I'm looking.
Look, Dan.
Because sometimes when they forget the sauces, I gotta add my own sauce.
There you go.
McDan.
Now he's talking. Turn that Jackie D into live up to that name. Do they have good sauces at Jollibee? Do you like Jollibee?
Yeah. Yes, but I'm getting tired of it. That's about
You do like Jollibee?
I do like it. Yeah.
Do they have Show Pow at Jollibee?
No, that's at the other Filipino restaurant called Chow King.
I know it. I've been there. I know it. I've been there.
People don't know Chow King.
I know about Chow King. I prefer Chow King.
I do too.
I prefer Chow King because they got the buns.
And they got the dim sums.
Did they have Halo at Jollibee?
Hello, yes.
Because I don't go to Jollibee. I go to Chow King.
Because you're a Chow King.
I'm a Chow.
And this guy's a Chowder. Simpsons.
What?
Chowder.
So Jollibee's, I've never been there, but it's kind of like a clusterfuck menu, right? Like they have spaghetti bolognese, they've got burgers,
chicken with rice and gravy. There's octopus. You should try that. Go to Jollibee and order the octopus.
Can I ask you something?
Me?
Yeah. Do you think there's any difference between a Chinese pork bun and a show pao with pork in it.
Yes. Wait, no. I guess it's whoever is handing it to you.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see if
It's like alternative comedy. It's just the venue that's different, right? It's all the same. It's all the same comedy, but it's the venue that's different. If it's in a club, it's club.
Okay, look, if I'm Filipino right now, and if I hand Jack here a bun, you'd be, oh, this is a Filipino show pao. But if I was like Chinese and I'd go to you and just yell out some Mandarin and just force you to grab a bun, it's a Chinese bun. But in the end, what they don't know is that those are both nuggets with Brent sauces. Look over here, Brent.
Yeah, man. There you go. I like that.
So
I like
they
what
got the
I'm
same
saying,
sauce and everything in those buns.
Kinda, yeah.
It's just the dude that hands it to you.
You don't think that the bread is different at all? The bun? Is it fluffier?
Chinese buns, like they bake it.
Well, they
all bake.
They bake, but I'm talking steam buns though. So, steam buns though. Do you feel like the show pao bun is whiter and fluffier?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because the Chinese buns is all like, it feels like, you know, when you feel it, there's like that coating.
Oh, is that right?
I swear, it looks like Botox, like a bowl of Botox. That doesn't make sense.
Got Aaron in the house. Hi. Oh, yes, by all means, of course.
So you got no real problems then, Dan?
Yeah, what's your biggest issue right now? Do people think you smell? They think you look like you smell? What's
Yeah, just look like a smell.
and you want to make it look.
Well,
look
that's a
like
vibe,
I don't.
though. That's a vibe.
And I don't want to wear any
Stink
cologne.
cool.
Maybe I should.
You want to. Your problem is that you look like you smell, and you want to change that,
Yes.
or you want to normalize it. That's the problem.
Maybe
You
this
want-
could help, you know?
Yeah, you spread the word, man. Get on hit the streets, man. Go door to
First
door
you
to
spread
door.
your legs and then you spread the word.
I don't stink.
Spread your legs, and thus spread your wings, and fly. Fly, Dan, fly.
Spread my wings.
Hey, go door to door.
Hello.
Hi, and they'll say, "Oh, I'm not interested." No, it's not. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to let you know. I don't
Look,
stink.
I don't stink.
I don't. They don't stink.
They don't stink. And then I give them 2 boysenberries and put them in their nostrils because these stank. All right.
So I think you just got to hit the streets, man. And start flyering. You know what I mean? Have you seen this man? It's your face.
Yeah, have you smelt this man?
Yeah, have you smelled
No.
this man? Have you smelled this man?
I'm going to be one of those perfume people here. Smell.
Oh yeah,
It's me.
Yeah, right. I think you just have to sort of set up a counter at, Ralph's or wherever at the front and hand out free samples of your essence.
I could do that.
Can you do that?
Would you guys come to my would you say hi if you saw me there?
I might say, hey, I'll see
We'll
you on
be
the
the
way
Dan
out. I'll
Ramos
smell you on the
stink.
way out, and then I just ignore you on the way out.
I'll be part of the Dan Ramos Stink Street team. I'll get the word out there.
Oh, would you do that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What would you do?
Yeah, how would you tell them?
Would you do telemarketing for Dan Ramos to smell? Smell of marketing.
Smell of marketing.
smell me now.
Yeah, can you hold your nose to the phone, please?
Smell me now and see if it's smellable.
It smells pretty good, actually. It smells good.
Because I rubbed off and
How would you describe his smell?
It was a little bit floral.
I have a dare.
It has like a little.
I've got a dare. But to say no I'm not trying to take the show down even further a notch than it already is, but I dare you to smell his crotch. You don't have to do it.
I won't look.
I will unzipped.
Okay. Would you smell him unzipped though?
That's what we do unzipped. That's what we do unzipped.
You want to smell
That's
me
our,
unzipped?
that's our
I'll tell you what,
Patreon
I'll
only
smell his
section.
butt if you smell his penis. That's worse. The smell in the butt is worse.
Yeah, you don't want to smell my butt.
If it's anything like the arm, I think it might be okay.
Dude, my balls used
If you
to
have
smell.
the same cleaning routine that you
My
use
balls
on your
used to
arm
smell
as
like
you do your
oatmeal.
balls.
No joke.
Oatmeal.
After
what you
karate
use?
class, after a hard day's night at karate class, balls are smelling like oatmeal. I just take a dip. I dip my fingers into my sack, smell my finger, oatmeal.
You're like, I'm ready.
I'm talking about cinnamon.
Talking about no, they weren't flavored. No.
Oh, just original, like oats.
Original flavor, yeah.
Quaker.
I'll smell them like a true Quaker. You know your history. You know, the Quakers kind of helped found this country.
Oh, the dude in the Quaker Oats box that looked like fucking...
That's what it's from. Quaker oatmeal is, is the glue of the United States. It's what brings the states together.
Yeah, because of the fucking ball sack is all sticky and shit, right?
You know, this is an international show. We got people from Canada, England, the U.S.
We're around the table right now.
Aaron's from Mexico.
You know about talking about oats, you know why cornflakes were invented?
Cornflakes.
Cornflakes.
By the way, pause that real quick.
Mhm.
Did you know that? I know that some families just call any cereal cornflakes. If it's
Really?
Cheerios, it's cornflakes. It doesn't matter. Anyway, carry on.
That's strange. They were
Wait, what about cornflakes?
invented by some, I think they were like some really conservative Christian type thing, and they're meant to be so flavorless that it wouldn't arouse people and to stop people having sex.
Wait. Back that ass up. Tell me that again.
So cornflakes were
Were
invented,
invented by Christian people.
yeah, and they were meant to be so like flavorless and bland.
They didn't rile people
They
up.
didn't rile people up.
That's odd. Because every time I eat cornflakes, I'm getting big boners.
I know.
Wow.
It's like, here's this really like bland, boring cereal, and then they're going to dump all this milk on top of it. And that's kind of,
But also, it's not bland.
There's a rooster on the logo, which is a cock.
And also, roosters are
sexy.
they're very attractive.
Macho. They're the
macho.
Razor Ramon of the chickens.
They're the Dante Bosco of chickens. They're the Rufio.
Rufio.
Roosters are Rufio. Oh my gosh! Did they name Rufio after a rooster because it's kind of?
He has the hair and
He also he goes cock-a-doodle doo at one point, doesn't he? Doesn't he do a what do they call that? A rooster? What do they call that one?
a cheer.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I'm almost sure in Hook he does some kind of cock-a-doodle doo. I think.
That's like an animal exercise, you know. When you're an actor, you gotta pick an animal and you.
I'm pretty sure he goes cock-a-doodle doo at one point. He is a rooster. That's what they
do.
That's what it's from. Rufio, rooster. It's almost the same word. It's virtually the same word.
Okay, I did just look up what I said because I wanted to.
Yeah.
I didn't just want to bring something up
Yeah.
and then not know much about it. And it said, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, the inventor of cornflakes, didn't care about profits. For him, cereal was not just a health food because it would improve Americans' digestion. He believed a diet centered on bland foods like cereal would lead Americans away from sin. One very specific sin, masturbation.
That is interesting.
But I eat cornflakes before I jerk, so it's.
Wait, hold
don't
on a
think it
second.
works.
The guy's name is Kellogg?
Yeah, John Harvey Kellogg.
Kellogg, huh? Kellogg makes me think of poo.
In
You know what I mean?
French, Kellogg.
Dropping Kellogg's, yeah.
Kellogg.
What is your name? Kellogg.
What time is it?
It is 2:36.
Okay, great. We're good. We're doing all right. So, Dan, so we solved your problem, right? We're going to get the street team out there.
Yes.
You're going to hire the street team or
Got
whatever.
one person over here.
Pay them in nuggets. Let them know you don't stink. And then people will start to realize, oh, you can look like this and not smell bad.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, smell good. Let me take a moment right now to tell you about our sponsor, Factor. Eating well is really easy with Factor's ready-to-eat meals. It's never frozen, okay? It's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and it's ready to go in just a couple minutes. And if you don't care about heating it up and you just want to eat it cold, it's ready to go instantly. They have 35 different options to choose from every week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. And there's more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. And again, there's no prep, there's no, messiness in making this stuff. It's ready to heat and ready to eat. No prep, no cooking, no cleanup. It's so easy. And it's flexible to your schedule. You can get it as much as you want or as little as you need it. You choose your meals, you choose your schedule, you can choose to pause it. You pick your delivery time. And so Factor is a really great option if you are, you don't have time to cook and you're busy but you want something that's high quality, premium. And also, here's a little tidbit. Factor is less expensive than takeout. If you're doing takeout all the time, you do a Factor plan, it's not going to be as costly as doing takeout all the time. So I had some Factor meals, and for one, I love the ready-to-eat quality about this. I like that. I like that there's no cleanup or any prep. That's just easy for me. I had the herb roasted chicken with cauliflower mash and roasted almond green beans. That was tasty. I also had the red pepper queso chicken with brown rice and rajas. That was really good. And so was the cheesy pimento chicken pasta with Parmesan cauliflower. Those are just a few of the meals I got. Not only did it taste good, but it was ready to go. It was easy. So head to factormeals.com/poundcast50 and use code poundcast50 to get 50% off. That's code poundcast50 at factormeals.com/poundcast50 to get 50% off. Now, here's my big problem. You ever go to a restaurant and you're sitting at the table and the utensils are out, and then they just put the menu right down on top of your utensils and on your plate, which you're going to eat off of, put the utensils in your mouth, and this menu has been touched by lots of different fingers.
On the plate? I've never had it on the plate.
It's on the plate and the utensils, whatever.
That would be
it's on everything. It's on the place setting. And the menu's filthy. People have been touching their buttocks.
They don't clean a menu.
So my question to you is, okay, I have my solution, but okay, usually what they do is when they put the menu down, I grab it from them before it hits the table. Okay? They start to do it, I'll say, I'll take that. Thank you. Okay? And I hold it, and then after I'm done using it, I go to the bathroom and I wash my hands.
You piss all over the menu.
Yeah. I go to the bathroom and I wipe my butt with it. You know what I mean? To teach them a lesson.
You just say, as they're handing it to do, you just say, oh no, I don't read. I need a verbal menu.
Well, okay, here's the problem. I dropped someone off at a restaurant the other day, and I went to go park. The person I was with was seated, and when I got there, and the menus were already placed onto the stuff. And so I didn't like that. You're right. The plate, no, it's not on the plate. It was just on the utensils because the plate wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
Were the utensils wrapped in the napkin?
No.
Or they were just straight up?
They were just, yeah.
I
don't like that too okay, so there's that. And then also sometimes when people, they'll put the utensils right on the table. They should put it on a napkin or something, I don't want it to be right on the table. Or, or for dessert, they'll come by and then they'll have wiped the table off with, or I don't know, or maybe they just remove dishes from the table and then they just come and they put the new utensil on. That's why I've done this too. When they come with a new utensil, I'll say, I'll take that, thank you. I grab it for them before it hits the table.
You strike me as someone who would bring their own utensils.
I was going to say that.
Well, I don't. But I should. Maybe that should be the solution. But another thing I do is, I just hold the utensil or I'll keep it in the napkin. I'll keep it in the napkin. Okay, so, but anyway, I got there and the menu was on the utensils. What do? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I did my business with the menu, gave it back to them, and then I went to the bathroom to wash my hands. And when I came back on my way to my table, I stole utensils off of a different table that no one was sitting at. And I just took those. Those are for me. Clean.
That could have been utensils someone had just finished and walked off.
No. They were clean. They were clean.
Okay.
They were clean.
I would do that because I don't want to ask a waiter and then explain to them I need new utensils.
I do that too. I guess there's easy solutions to this, but
it's more fun to be sneaky about it, though.
Well, I do that too, though. I say, "Oh, these utensils dropped on the floor," even though they didn't. I don't know, or I'll just say, "Can I get?"
Yeah, that's what you do as you're sitting down. You do some big
right
fall into your seat.
Right. That's a good idea.
Mr. Bean thing.
Yeah, I go Mr. Bean on it.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You go Bean.
Bean on it.
You go Bean on it. You know. So I sit down and I just go, "Okay, yeah, here we are."
He's beaning.
And I go, "Okay, I just washed my hands. Yeah, I'm okay, good to go here." Whoa, how did that happen?
Yo, this guy's beaning.
I don't know how that happened just now. Yeah. Anyway, waiter, my stuff fell. No, I go like this. Waiter.
Barter. Waiter. Pick it up.
Waiter. Utensils. Utensils, please.
You know, he didn't used to talk, and then he started talking a little bit.
Yeah.
Spoon.
And then in the animated series, he talked a lot as well.
In the which one?
Did you ever see the animated series?
There was a Bean animated series?
Yeah.
Talked a lot? Why?
A lot?
Well, I think he just said Tedo, and that was it.
Did he do the voice of it? Or it was somebody else?
I think he done the voice of it.
You know what I want?
Don't fact check me on that.
I want this. You know, he said that he feels too old to play Mr. Bean now. So, can I be the next Mr. Bean?
Yeah, maybe a bootleg Bean.
No, I want it to be officially sanctioned.
Official.
Being Bean.
Being Bean.
Son of Bean.
That reminds me. You know Joe Aguila?
Yes.
He has a joke about there's a lots of bean. There's a string bean. There's a lima bean. But most important, there's a human being.
Very good.
But he's talking about a cook.
I like that.
He's talking about this cook he watches on TV. Anyway,
cook.
I guess we solved that problem. We just go Bean.
You just go Bean.
Yeah. You go Bean, man. You give them reasons to change your stuff out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Bean. Spoon, please. Spoon, please.
Wait, is Bean his last name?
Yeah, it's Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
So what's his first? Mr.?
That's a very good point, actually.
What is Mr. Bean's first name? And if we don't know, what would it be?
Bean.
Yeah,
Bean.
Bean?
Yeah.
Huh. What if it was Rowan?
Rowan Atkinson?
No, Rowan Bean. Just Rowan Bean. Oh, his middle name is Atkinson? It's just Rowan Bean.
Yeah, Rowan Bean.
Do you know about the theory about Mr. Bean and how he's an alien?
I said this last time.
Brought that
That's
up.
exactly what I said last time.
That's like Christmas to me.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yeah, it's legit. It all makes sense.
I think it's fun to think about, but I like to think of him as not an alien, you know? I like to think that he's a real guy. And he lives inside all of us. Do you have any issues?
I don't have any issues. I didn't bring any.
Oh, good. That's fine. I mean, not. Oh, it's not. I don't mean. Oh, good. I mean, it's great. I didn't want to have to spend time on your stupid problem. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's fine. That's fine.
Issues?
No, let's get into some listener issues, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just got to grab some up here.
So, how you thinking it's going so far?
I'm enjoying it. It's like a hang.
Is your full name Daniel?
No, just Dan.
Really? Your birth certificate says Dan.
Dan, no middle name, Ramos.
It's not Daniel.
Or Dante,
Danielle.
Danilo.
It's not Danielle?
No.
You know,
So when
French.
people go, hey, Daniel, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Yeah,
It's just straight Don.
Yeah.
That's
Dan, Don.
Well,
and then
Don.
Ernesto Jr.
Oh, Ernesto.
Ernesto, yeah, so Ernesto Jr. is the eldest. Don is the middle, and then...
Your middle name is Dan?
And
Don?
I'm the brother. I'm the youngest. So Dan, Don, and then Ernesto Jr.
Oh, got it. You don't have a middle name. Got it. Okay, you don't have Don. It's like because when I took karate, I had to. We first Dan. I was the first Dan black belt.
Oh, cool.
Dan. There's a degree.
I took judo and then I left after a week.
So these problems are sent to the Poundcast Instagram at the Poundcast. If you have a problem, just shoot it in the DMs and someone will get to it. Okay, this one's from Jason. It says, when the gross ketchup water comes out the bottle first instead of the actual ketchup.
I mean, I have a realistic solution to it, but I guess let's figure a better one out.
I mean, this is a big one for me because I get it. It is gross when that water comes out.
I like it. I just buy ketchup bottles just with the ketchup water.
Well, here's what you do. You every time here's what you do, man. You get a cup, and then you squirt that initial juice into the cup, and now you've got a refreshing drink as well as a meal.
You got a shot, yeah.
Yeah, you've got a nice little drink.
Like a little clamato.
It's like it's a palate cleanser of sorts,
Well, he's saying it's gross, so he doesn't want that at all.
Oh, he doesn't like it at all, huh?
And I mean, the solution is you just got to shake that bottle, but I get it.
I mean, look,
sometimes you're jonesing for that ketchup and you don't remember to shake. You just squirting straight away. So you just got to get in the habit of always being like this.
That's a waste of time. I'd open it up, whatever. The first squirt, you just chug it and then into the hot.
But if
Jack's got an idea here, I think.
You're always like this, like
you got to go Jack.
Yeah,
rather
for the listeners at home, I have a loose fist and I'm shaking it up and down.
I'd rather like shake it and
so that when you when you pick up the bottle, you're already doing that.
You have to get Parkinson's. Okay, just go downtown or whatever,
get the vaccine.
Go to get Parkinson's. You got to go catch Parkinson's from somebody, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You go down to your local, whatever, Thrifties, and you go, go behind the alley. You pay a guy to suck on your belly button for a little bit. Sort of let him clean your belly button out with his tongue.
That's bound to give you
Parkinson's. Once you're shaking all the time, you're never gonna forget to shake the ketchup up.
Yeah, and it could be a solid, and then it could come out as a tomato.
Yeah, even healthier for you.
The more you shake it, the more solid it gets. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you're right, man. Next thing you know, you got full cherry tomatoes coming out of there. Plump cherry tomatoes, man. They're more plump than Dan's ballsack.
It's gonna be hungry for some berries.
Yo, would you chew an Audi?
What?
Would you chew
Would you suck on an Audi or chew on it?
Yeah, if some babe came up to you and was like, hey, suck on my Audi, like belly button Audi.
You want to touch my Audi?
Yeah.
Flick it.
I tell people I have an Audi, and then when where's your car? I'm like, no, I have an Audi.
Do you have an Audi?
I can't tell you. That's for my only Dans.
That'd be funny though if somebody
That's good.
Their belly button had the Audi logo on it, next to it or something.
To hide the actual Audi.
I bet somebody who's into tattoos. You don't have any tattoos, right?
Yeah.
But you had a lot.
I got a few. Yeah.
Do you have an Audi belly button?
No, it's I got a really tight belly button. It's so tight.
Yeah, how tight?
I live with a dog. I have a little dog, and every month I have to pluck dog hairs out of my belly button. It's that tight.
What, does it live in there?
Tight. It just has Brent's face.
So
right
what are they doing? What are they? What's the dog doing in there?
The dog doesn't. The dog's not in there. The hairs just accumulate.
The dog is licking your belly button.
No, nothing like that.
So if we were roommates, a bunch of my mustache hairs would be in your belly button.
It would accumulate. It has some kind of like pull to it. I don't know, but
like a filter.
It's just something I have to live with now.
You've got the Audi, eh?
2024 Audi. Brown. Deep purple. Stanky.
Yeah, Audi belly buttons are
inner Audi.
They're interesting, right?
Okay.
Because they're kind of like little penises. Okay, I said it.
Isn't it just... It's just sloppy medical work, isn't it, if you have an outie?
Is that what it is?
I assume so.
It's like, it looks like
They
the
haven't
ends
done
of
their job
balloons, you know, basically.
No, but I wonder, I mean, are people born with outies? Is that how it happens?
I think it's just like a lazy cut. It's a lazy cut.
No, but it's not a lazy
And they
cut. No.
tie it up.
The umbilical cord is the dark part of the belly. Is it, I mean, isn't it some sort of dark piece?
Oh, like a leg or a thigh, like a...
I wonder if you get a really long one, it starts to like flop down.
Like it grows?
Actually,
yeah.
that's... Aaron, can you pull that up? Can you pull up longest outie or something like that? I'm just curious about how far that goes out.
If my face pops up, then you know.
Longest outie, if they have that, if that's available.
Guinness World Record, longest outie. I want a world record one day for something, you know?
You can do it easily.
Like guy who goes to Chinese buffet the most in the week, you know?
Is that true?
Could be.
Could be.
How about longest nugget? Or, you know, like longest time for a nugget to be in someone's pant pocket. You know what
So
I mean?
I have to be like, all right, start the count, boink, and then we just wait until
you just wait. Well, you can actually, what's cool is you can kind of set that record and do other things in your life too.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to just dedicate all your time to that.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah,
And it's probably a short time right now. I don't think that market's been tapped yet.
I can get McDonald's in, you know?
You know, I don't know how true the story is, but apparently there's a story about there was somebody who was pretty big, and they had this pain in their
fat
stomach or whatever, or they had a pain in their stomach and they didn't know what it was, and they finally went to a doctor and they found that it wasn't something internal. It was a hamburger had somehow fallen and got wedged into the rolls of their skin and was in there, and they and it had been rotting away and causing some sort of it had started eating away whatever was going on was eating away at their skin. I don't know.
It was eating him. Revenge.
I mean, I don't know if there was it caused some sort of bacterial infection that was eating away at their skin or something.
Are you talking about like on it or like in between the skin and organs?
No, it's
like
no. It was not. It was in the rolls of their outer skin.
Like a third. So I hide a nugget over here.
Yes.
And then we go on with our lives. Then all of a sudden,
and they were very big. We're talking, you know, hundreds and hundreds of pounds here, and anyway, supposedly, I don't know where the story came from, right? And why anyone would know this information. But the person said, the doctor said, oh, here's a hamburger. And the person said, oh, that's where that went. Which it's such a wives' tale because who would know that information?
Apart from just the doctor.
I mean, the doctor would have had to have reported that somewhere, and I don't know where they would have spread that. And by the way, I've heard that story well before the internet existed. Yeah. So where did this come from? You know what I mean? Who made this up? You know? Honestly, I heard the story from my sister, and she's been known to, embellish stories that she's heard, but I don't know where she heard it. Though, you know?
I love that.
Any luck with that longest belly button?
I don't know if this is the record, but prepare yourself. It's
okay.
weird.
He said prepare ourselves.
Yeah, we don't know if this is the record.
That's not real. That's not real.
What is that?
That's not real.
Those are just like thick dicks.
That's not real. That's not real. That's AI, I think.
You think so?
That's the whole. That one on the right, the face looks like AI also.
It looks like OJ's thumb.
Like who?
OJ's thumb.
His thumb?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's crazy if that is.
No, I'm saying the one on the right's face looks fake though too. You know what I mean?
I believe it's the same woman, just with makeup.
Well, no,
and without.
both.
I'm staring at OJ's thumbs right now.
Wait, what, Aaron?
I believe it's the same woman with makeup. and
same
without.
Same woman.
It looks like her face looks really photoshopped or something on the
She's
right.
packing. That's what I'm gonna
She
say.
probably has a filter on, yeah, for her face.
What?
She's like,
She probably has a face filter on.
Yeah, like a face filter.
Yeah, I guess so. But
so
I
she
don't
could go,
believe
like-
that's real though. That doesn't look you know what I mean? Because it's kind of blurry and stuff. You know what I mean?
She's like, hey, you ever heard of Tupac? This is one pack.
It just for the listeners, by the way, it just looks like it looks penile, really. I mean, I can't tell you.
It's a nub for sure.
Can we? Any other things come up, Aaron? Anything that looks a little more real? Just out of curiosity.
I don't want no nubs.
That is crazy.
We'll see.
Proud of it.
Because the one on the left, I mean, it looks
Well,
kind of blurry.
It turns out it's an umbilical hernia.
Oh, it's an umbilical hernia.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's real. Okay, yikes.
Yeah.
Let's delete all
We're
that.
sorry, lady.
So it is real.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything these days. The way that, yeah. Well, anyway.
The way the world's going.
Oh. All right. Anyone else though? I was expecting some kind of long, even something. I mean, that looks thick. That's like
Yeah,
a
that's
choke.
like-
Yeah, I
It's
expected
thick.
something.
It's a what?
I expected something kind of like floppy, and I just feel bad now.
Yeah. Well, I hope that I hope it's okay. I hope everything is okay. I mean,
She looked kind of proud of it, though. Just
yeah. Hey, look, if
You
you're
got it.
proud of it, great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I
great.
don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
glad.
she had a body positivity TikTok.
You have to own it.
Yeah.
come again. Sorry.
She had a body positivity TikTok, and that's where.
There you go. She had a body positivity TikTok. So
Okay, you know what? Good for her, and that's great. Good.
I did wanna
here
see
we go.
that.
There you go.
Okay.
Why does it look like a Lego head?
I guess this is kind of mean. I guess we shouldn't. I mean, this is
No, that's a Lego head.
that does look.
Look, we're just
you know
missing
what?
the hair.
Here's my big issue: is I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This looks like this could be AI also.
Yeah, let's see more, and then we could.
But that could be a trick of the camera.
So this looks hard for the listeners. This looks like a piece of plastic or something coming out of the person's belly button. It looks like a bottle cap or something like that. It looks hard, or maybe it just gets hard.
Yeah.
When it smells nuggets. When it smells nuggets, the belly button
Yeah.
smells nuggets, not the man. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is kind of
I mean, that's just
maybe
like
this
a
isn't-
nipple underneath.
maybe
So
this-
what's the difference?
maybe this isn't
I think it's
proper.
cool.
Hey, it's cool.
It's
okay?
cool.
It's cool.
All right. More
All right, we
problems?
solved that.
We solved,
Okay,
solved that ketchup. That ketchup on its solved. Okay, this one. Oh, it's quite a long one. This one's
Wait,
from.
what time is it, by the way?
It is. We're coming up to 3.
Okay.
So the last one for the.
I don't know. I don't know what time we started, actually. I think.
Okay. Okay, so this is from Evan. And he says, every time I go to my boss's office to ask her a work-related question, she acts as if I'm not even there, even though I'm standing right in front of her. It's bizarre. Then after I've said her name a few times to get her attention, she rolls her eyes, takes her headphones off, and says what in a super annoyed tone.
Oh.
It happens every day. The other day, she even gritted her teeth instead of rolling her eyes.
What?
What should I do? For context, I work in an IT office for a university.
So she's just really being rude here.
Yeah, really
I mean,
being rude. That's good.
I do the same thing.
Okay.
I pretend she's, a ghost as well.
No, I think it's the opposite, though, I think. Well, I mean, hey, not to discredit what you're saying here, but I just think, I don't know. I want to think of something more than what we usually say, which is just go overboard with being friendly,
Yeah.
or fighting fire with fire. What's something, an original spin on this,
Where
I think you just have to start getting physical with her. I think,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ask her to marry you. Get on your knee. You know what I mean? How about this? What if you gave her flowers? I mean, that's something really taken to the next level of being friendly. Don't be overly friendly. I think give her flowers. I mean, I wonder how that would work. If she's just sort of miserable, just say, "Hey, I got you some flowers. Let's see what that happens." Then get her some chocolates. Then Get her that ring. Put a ring on it.
It goes flowers, chocolates, ring.
I mean, I wonder if you can, instead of just being overly nice, hey, so how's it going? Yeah, oh, I said, how's it going?
Because that could get annoying.
Don't be annoying. Be really nice. Just get her flowers.
Gotta go romantic.
Get her flowers every week. And flowers are cheap, man. You can get them for $5 probably somewhere. Go to Trader Joe's.
Does he have to put his name on it? Like from me to
Evan? Yeah, from Evan.
Okay.
Love Evan. Love Evan. Love Evan. Just say love Evan. Or how about yours, Evan? Yours always.
Yours forever.
Yeah. I really think that could be an interesting experiment. Okay? I don't know if it'll work, but it'll be an interesting experiment.
At this point, what have you got to lose, really?
Well, I think just see what happens if you... I mean, she's being so rude.
Maybe because he smells. So the rudeness is just like her telling him, you stink, don't be near me.
Evan, you might want to wipe up. Okay? You might want to wipe up next time you're doing your thingy thing.
Wipe these nuggets, Evan.
Hey, show her that Audi belly button you got.
Yeah.
She'll fall for that easy, man.
Hey, you like cars? I got an Audi.
You want to ride in my Audi?
It's inside. What do you mean a car? Doink.
I didn't say car. Well, no, you say this. I wasn't. You say, hey, do you like cars?
Yes.
Okay. You want to see my Audi?
Oh, yeah. What color is it? I love Audis.
It's kind of beige.
Beige Audi.
With a pink tip.
What year?
It's a late 70s.
Okay. Those could be rusty.
Some 78, 77.
I like that.
So and then you show it to them. They say, oh, what?
What?
And then you say, what? He's like, that's not a 77, that's a 78. They know the year.
Yeah.
But then they say, but I thought you were talking about cars. I said, no, I asked you if you like cars, but that was unrelated to me asking if you want to see my Audi.
Yeah, keep up with the conversation. Jeez.
I said, do you like cars? I just want to know if you like cars. But then separate question, do you want to see my Audi? She goes, okay. She says, 77? That's a 95 Audi. I know what Audis look like.
I know the smell of it.
No, it looks like a 78. It smells like a 91.
That's good. That's fresher.
Wait, did we solve it? Yeah.
I think we kind of solved it.
We solved it. No, honestly, the flowers will work. Women love flowers. So do men. And, I mean, I don't know. I should think that there's ways. I just wonder if you're really nice to her and just do thoughtful things for her. I just think there's no way she's going to continue to be rude. And if she still continues to be rude, then you should do this. Be upfront with her. Okay, do the flower thing. Try it. Even get her a box of chocolates, whatever. You don't have to get it from C's, Get some cheap Russell Stofers, Go to Thrifties, Get some Russell Stofers. See what happens. Okay, whatever. Next, if she's still rude, pull her aside one day. Say, what's her name? Maria? I don't know.
They're unnamed.
Can I have a word with you? Sorry, can I just talk to you real quick? Hey, I was wondering, did I do something to upset you? And, if so, I want to know what I can do to fix that and solve that. And then you find out what her annoyance is. And then you tell her...
You say, send your annoyance in to the Poundcast.
Yeah. That's what you do exactly. You go...
They'll figure it out for you.
So what did I do something to upset you? She said, okay, well, since you asked... And then you put your finger up and you say, shh. The Poundcast. Instagram or patreon.com/Poundcast or whatever.
Yeah, send them your annoyance.
And you send it there, and the boys of the Poundcast, they'll figure it out for you and help you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Glad I could help.
And it'll be a harmonious workplace.
Or
once and for all.
You can tell her to, you can, if she doesn't want to do that, you can just have her tell it to you, and you can tell us what her annoyance is, and then you can relay what we say to her, and we could solve it like that. Straight like that. Eh, Don?
Yes.
I can't believe your name's not Daniel, man. That's crazy, man.
No.
Or at least Danny.
Yeah.
So just Don. So it's not even Dan, it's Don, right? No, because I know someone named Don, and it's spelled D-A-N.
They go by Don?
Well, that's their name, Don.
Oh, with a W, like with a silent W?
No, D-A-N. D-A-N. Don.
Done, just like that.
And so should we... what time is it right now?
It's 3:05.
When did we start? How long have we been
We're a
going,
little over an hour. We're at an hour.
We're at an hour.
Oh, okay. All right, well then, yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Don Ramos,
Brent.
what can we... what do you want to plug here?
I just put out my hour special on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
It's like I do 30 minutes stand-up and then 30 minutes Jean-Luc clown stuff. It's like one take, and yeah, it's free. Check
Did
it
you go
out.
to clown school? No.
No.
You just sort of did this on your own accord.
Yeah. I mean, I took like Second City and UCB classes up in Toronto, New York, but I never took any clown stuff.
Were you based in Toronto at one point?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
2004, 2012.
Okay.
And then New York.
Okay, so where are we going to find that on YouTube? Type in Don Ramos?
Yeah, Dan Ramos Comedy. Instagram, Dan Ramos Comedy. All Dan Ramos Comedy stuff.
What's the special called?
Dan Ramos
First Don.
The first Don.
First Don.
Dan Ramos Live at the Yard Theater.
The last Don.
It's with the last stuff.
At the Yard. And anything else? What's your Instagram called?
Dan Ramos Comedy. And this is
People
great.
might wonder why people put comedy at the end of their thing. I'll tell you why I do it. Brent Weinbach Comedy. Because I couldn't get Brent Weinbach.
Me neither.
You can get Brent Weinbach either.
I couldn't. No, I was about to do Brent Weinbach, Dan Ramos Comedy, but that was taken too.
It's to get people ready to laugh at your page.
It is kind of. I would have just had Brent Weinbach, but I didn't. They
got late.
It was
late.
somebody took it somehow.
Can you ask them to be like, hey, this is the real Brent Weinbach?
Could be.
Offer him some money.
Hey Dan, thanks Dan or Don or whoever you are. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
And thank you to Jack Birch being here and behind the scenes stuff. And thank you to Aaron Brunkgart behind the boards in the booth. We got a new situation set up here. He's in an actual booth.
You
right
guys
now.
wish you could
Booth
see this
boy.
booth.
He's got a
Does he have a
booth.
camera? Can he cut to him?
No.
No, there's no camera though, unfortunately.
We'll set it up.
But I can see him though. I'm looking at him right now. I'm spying on you right now. He waved. So thank you, Aaron Brunkgart. Thank you to All Things Comedy. Something different in here tonight. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. No. I think that's it. So we're going to go Unzipped, okay? Come join us, would you? Come join us for Unzipped. Okay? Come join us for Unzipped. Patreon.com/Poundcast. What did we do last week? I did my top smooth jazz tracks. You can get access to that. You know, that's cool, right? You want to hear some cool smooth jazz and maybe not so smooth jazz tracks? Check it out. There's top 10 lists on there. You get early access to the episodes, and they are kind of mostly ad-free. I mean, we keep the jerky ads on them, but, they're ad-free, though, aside from that. So, check it out.
Great way to support the show.
We're going to go Unzipped, and Jack might sniff his crotch.
No, okay. I thought we'd have forgotten about that by now, but okay.
Hey, we don't have to do it. It was fun to think about.
Maybe we will. You only find out if you sign up.
It was fun to think about,
Patreon.
but we're not probably going to do that. It's okay. Hey, we might though. You're going to want to find out. We might do it. We might do it. I might do it. I've smelled butts before. I have. I might smell his seat. I don't want to insult. Actually, I'm not going to do it. I might.
Would you judge me if it smells? Like, will we still be friends? Like, can we still do comedy with each other?
I would.
If my seat smells?
We'd have to make some changes.
Like underwear changes?
Yeah. Diaper changes. All right. I'm Brent Weinbach. I think Doug will be back next week. So, if you've been jonesing for Doug, I think he'll be back next week.
Don't worry. I'll be out of the picture.
No.
He'll always be in the picture in some way or another.
He'll always be in the mix.
So, hey, thank you to you all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.